Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my show where you get to watch me get my butt kicked by stronger opponents and I get to have a cup of tea when it's not scalding hot, which it still is. I'm playing at a slightly different time than usual because I was busy this morning and there are only 4 time slots in a day that I could do it. The first time slot for me is prime time. That's when the best TV is. That's when I'm often eating dinner. And it's it's not great. I used to try to do live arena when I was trying to eat dinner or watch primetime TV with my girl or any of any of the other things that happen at prime time, Sunday dinner with my parents, so on. That's not happened in a while though, because my parents got COVID. Um, you know what? PSA, everybody, get your COVID shots because sweet Jesus, my parents got really sick. They wanted to go on a vacation and they couldn't because they got COVID and they were sick for weeks. Um, they did still get to go on their vacation eventually, but they didn't go to the same place they wanted to. Uh, they wanted to go to Israel, and actually, it's just as well. Plans fell through there for obvious reasons. Not for anybody in Israel or Gaza, of course. Not by any stretch of the imagination. But you know what? We're playing Raid today. We're ignoring the problems of the world. They are not our problem. They are not our fault. And we are not the solution. Just guys, don't cheer when the IDF bombs civilians or when Hamas murders and abducts civilians. Just don't cheer for that. Just let's just not cheer when stuff like that happens. Maybe we can all agree to that today. You know what? Let's take some bombers. Anyway, my point is, get your COVID shots, kids. That's what you should do. And also the time slots for the Raid Shadow Legends live arena. The second one is the middle of the friggin' night for me, so that's also no good. So basically, I gotta do it in the morning and treat it kind of like my morning day job thing. It's not like this pays particularly well, but you know, I enjoy it. I'm gonna try to bring a level of professionalism to it. Like, for example, who should I pick? Warlord, that's who. Warlord can shut our stuff down. That's no good. Uh, I don't have any demons, so Harima is not the worst thing in the world. We're using bombs anyway. We're using less bombs now. Um, I'll take the accuracy aura. I think, I think we'll be okay. Though then again, as his name would suggest, luck of the gods may have the luck of the gods. Let's see. Let's see who's lucky here. Oh yes, but today I'm doing a different time slot. I'm doing it in the afternoon because I had stuff to do this morning. So this is the last possible time slot. I live in Ontario, for those of you who don't already know, which is not the best time zone to play Raid Shadow Legends. Like if you want to compete in live arena during the not live arena, classic arena during the reset, well, you basically can't because it's 4 in the damn morning. Actually, after daylight savings time, it's 3 in the morning. So I'm not really sure if that's better or worse. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have my bomber anymore. So can I debuff them to death? It doesn't seem likely, does it? Oh, right. I have the Monkey King. So let's try to whittle down this Arbiter. Hopefully, my Monkey King will have enough time to manage to get off a turn. He just needs the one. He gets a single turn, and luck of the gods' luck will run out. Oh, and it looks like it just has. So I'm going to go straight for this. Oh, sheeped. Bad. That's bad. So that is a tough RB, I suppose. Keep aiming at RB. If RB revives the party, I don't get anywhere, so that's how we gotta do it. Seeing the amount of speed this team has, I half wish I had gone for a Helicath paradigm, because that can make things really hard. That I'm just hitting back constantly while they keep gaining turn meter and I keep losing it, so my block damage doesn't drop off. Maybe I'll bear that in mind for the next time. For the next time something like this comes up. Come on, Arbiter, just take a shot at Mithrala. Why would you hit him? The fight doesn't end this way. Okay, yeah, sure. Out of spite, I still take down Arbiter. So, come on, luck of the gods, put me out of my misery. Wow. There we go. Good game, luck of the gods. Looks like you really do have the luck of the gods. So, what do you all think of the whole Xena Warrior Princess situation? I mean, they put the champion behind a paywall, which I think something like 95 to 99% of the players just hate. Personally, I don't care because I'm not that interested in building her anyway. I saw a couple of the other content creators build her and test her out, and she's good. There's no question she's a good champion. But is she great? I mean, the way her abilities are written, it looks like she should be a good counter to all these nasty defense support champions that put up lots of buffs. But the reality is, the more of these buffs they put up, usually the tougher they are to kill. And it's not like she's bringing that much more kill with it. But she does smack reasonably hard. I want to go with, you know what? You know what? I want this guy. I want my Phoenix. I rebuilt him recently to get extra attacks in. I cannot wait to get just another couple pieces of stone skin accessories for Phoenix, because I want to try putting those on him so that he can also have either more counterattack or maybe just savage so he can completely smack. At this point, I think I want to bring bombs. Bombs again. I think that's the solution. So let's get rid of the Warlord so he can't shut my moves down. I'll take the accuracy aura. I think it was Big Popper Drock that was going through the list of things that you get in addition to Xena, and there's like nothing else there. Like if you just look at the track of other rewards you get on a daily basis on the track towards Xena, it's just like, here's 5 Plarium points today. Like 5 Plarium points? You need hundreds of thousands of Plarium points to do anything. So, I mean, that's just stupid. All right, let's get some bombs on these guys. Get bombs on them already. Let's do the cleanse thing. I don't want to wake anybody up. Good game, Pike. So Papa Drock took Xena into the arena, tried her out against a bunch of meta teams. I suppose I won't spoil it. I'll say go check out his videos if you haven't already. But then again, it's not like I'm stealing his thunder. I've got what now, like 36 subscribers. I do appreciate you guys, by the way. Just in case I haven't said it, I appreciate all 36 of you. The non-spoiler version is Xena does about as well as I might have suggested she would do. Um, I'll take Mithrala. Hmm. I feel like I should have an automatic response to Duchess by now. I mean, maybe it is still him. Maybe that makes sense. I'd love to just ban that Duchess. She's just too good at keeping the enemy party alive. Is she the best support champion in the game? Because she's really good. I kind of want to say I feel like Siffi's the best in the game. But I feel like Duchess is really close, and maybe better if you're trying to defend a party. So do I want the Monkey King? I mean, what do I want? I think at this point I have to ban her. So I'm looking at... I think I'm looking at a Helicath comp. You know what? I think that's what I'm thinking when I see Duchess. I will respond with these two. I probably have to ban Yumeko. And my final champion, maybe I'll go with Goffred. I do like Goffred. I could go with Uko. He's great. Somebody that's going to bring a lot of utility. Maybe I'll go with Uko. And of course, I mean, Fennex is great because Fennex can come in and like murder the Monkey King. Let's bring in Fennex. So I don't have to deal with a constantly reviving Monkey King. And I'll take the Defense Aura. Yeah. I still have fond memories of watching Xena as a kid. I'm sure that's a big part of why they made Xena one of the new champions. They're playing off our nostalgia. There's a lot of nostalgia laid into this game. And if you look hard enough at most of the champions, every champion is kind of someone. You kind of recognize what they are. So, Monkey King. Waiting for the other shoe to drop here. Monkey King's the one I'm worried about. Oh, a stone skin. Nasty. This is part of why I want to be in the habit of of having a reviver in this party, because if I lose Fenax early, he's just gone. That's as good as him being block revived. And we don't have UDK. So I'm missing a lot of the synergy that I'd like to have. Really, the out of place guy seems to actually be Ramen too. He doesn't exactly do a lot for this party. He can strip their buffs, but who cares? They're going to put them back up anyway. Yeah, let's just aim for Herbie. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to take them both down at the same time. It's going to be a challenge, though. He needs to smack both of them hard enough. No, didn't get her hard enough. Oh, but that did it. It's a good game. Wow. Just pulled that win out of left field. Could have sworn I was doomed. My tea's finally a good temperature. So, looks like we got some more time to kill. Nope, never mind. Saved by the bell. So, we're dealing with 46 and 2. 48. It's a very convoluted name. So let's go with Mithrala, and I will take Sun Wukong. So he's got Harima. So I guess I want to go for bombs again. So I'll try these two. It brings a cleanser. I guess I'll ban the cleanser. I'll take a second bomber. Is that how we want to do it? Yeah. So I'm expecting him to ban... Wasn't expecting that, actually. I'll just admit I wasn't expecting. Who? I don't know. I don't know. I started talking before I was actually thinking. You know how it is. Just trying to fill the dead air. I think I'm getting better at it. You can let me know. And sometimes I'll fall silent because I'll tell you this about me. Here, he'll be the leader. Normally, I'm an extremely quiet person. I mean, I'm the guy that I sit in a room with people and I just sit there. Sometimes they get uncomfortable. They're like, why isn't Gavin talking? Gavin doesn't feel he has anything productive to contribute to the conversation. He just waits until there is something productive. Sometimes there isn't one, so I just sit there in silence and everybody gets really uncomfortable. Why is Gavin so quiet? What's he thinking? What is he thinking? And I'm like most guys, you know, I'm probably just thinking about things I have to do the next day or two girls making out. I don't know. What do most guys think about? What do you think about when you zone out? So that sucks. That just completely screws up my turn order. I definitely need a more flexible team for the bombers. Because I mean, now I kind of have to wait out the block debuffs, which is super annoying. Yeah, maybe I'll just try to take her out if I can. just get her the hell out of here. So Duchess can go for her revive on the next turn. And hopefully there's enough time for Gaius to get bombs on everybody. Because really, that's our final hope. Oh, and those hopes are dashed. Unless I can cleanse at the right time. But no, it doesn't look like I can. That really did not work out. This was just not our lucky fight. So, good game, 48. Or whatever your name is. I want to try to use some of the champions that I've been using in Classic Arena. I'm trying to come up with better paradigms for Live Arena while I'm in Classic, and I'm coming up with better paradigms for Classic while I'm in Live, ironically enough. I'll start with Mithrala. She's just always the right choice. I'd really like to pick Mighty Uko. The biggest issue with picking Mighty Uko is, of course, Mortu Macabre. Anyway, I see this. I think I need him again. So I could just go for a second. No, you know what? Same problem with Mortu Macabre. Exact same problem. Maybe I'll go with Duchess. Loredon, you're not opening with Duchess? I will take her. Ooh, we get to fight Xena. That's very cool. Speak of the devil, there she is. I will not ban Xena. It's going to be too much fun to see what she does in action. Maybe. Do I just want bombs? I think I just want to try to bomb them. I think at this point that's probably my best chance. I could try to take more traditional nukers. I mean, I could bring one bomber and Leorius. Or... yeah, I'll just go for the bombers. So right now, I think I'm going to ban Sun Wukong. Nope, now I want to ban him. Or do I want to ban her? There's a lot of polymorph on this team. I find that very frustrating. Stupid polymorph. We're probably going to get defeated by the polymorph. Oh no, we're probably just going to be defeated by the block debuffs. But we do have Siphi. Not Siphi. Duchess. I wish I had a Siphi. So, I don't know. Maybe we could stay alive long enough to get somewhere. And I think this is a big part of the problem with polymorph is defensive champions that put up lots of buffs, including like a protected block debuffs, they don't need more help. They don't need polymorph making life even harder. They're doing enough. It's ridiculous. Plarium, it's ridiculous. It needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed like now. It's the dumbest thing ever. And they're just literally sitting on their thumbs. They probably have their thumbs halfway up their ass cracks. Just because they can. Because fixing game mechanics in this game, and this is the frustrating thing, I understand that Plarium is a business, and they need to prioritize the things that will make them money. And fixing stupid stuff that doesn't work, that doesn't really get them money in the short term. And, you know, I don't think they see the long game. Actually, maybe they do. Maybe they see the long game, and what they see is that basically whatever they do, people get more and more fed up because, quite frankly, The video game industry is, I mean, this is not a good state of affairs. The free to play but pay to win style of game, it's going out of style more and more, and right now it's kind of hitting the demographic of mostly men who are between the age of about 30 to, like, I don't know, 60. And once we get sick of it, once we decide we don't want to spend money on it anymore, the industry will collapse and it will be reborn again in some new way. Maybe it will be even worse. I don't know. I do know that I have played video games that are a lot more fun than this one. But this game does have one thing going for it, or maybe two things going for it. I'd say it's got the psychology of the sunken cost, i.e., I have put years into this game, or I have put money into this game, as the case may be. I, of course, have put no money into this game and refuse to, but I have put time into this game, and at this point, I'm putting effort into this game. I'm even trying to do a show. Maybe not trying to, I'm doing a show. You know I'm doing a show because what are you watching? But the second thing it's got going for it is the community. I mean, that's just it. For me, I'm the leader of three clans, technically. Uh, Although there's really only one account where I play every day that's really about doing as well as we can. We make sure to take down the first two levels of Hydra. We take down every level of Demon Lord every day. I'll take Sun Wukong. There's a whole sense of responsibility to your clan, and there's a strong sense of community in general. We have our favorite content creators. We watch them often every day. Sometimes it's the high point of our day. Particularly if you think of just the part of your day that is devoted to playing Raid Shadow Legends. I think I have more fun watching other content creators than I do sitting in the tavern and eating chickens and drinking brews and just doing other boring, tedious stuff just so that I can get my champions strong, so that I can still not be strong enough to beat somebody like Dollar Abo. I already fought somebody named Abo recently. I wonder if it's the same player. So let's see. You know what, I'm going to be stubborn and just go for the bomb paradigm again. I don't even think anything else is going to work anyway. So, I guess in short, if Plarium does something to alienate the community and the community collapses, that's it. They are dependent on the community. And as such, they should actually listen to us, even those of us that are free to play. I'm going to get rid of Kymar. And I'm going to hope for the best. So I took away the Kymar, unless he has an obscene amount of damage, which he might. Hopefully the Stone Skid holds long enough, and hopefully... Ugh, I'm disgusted by that. I'm absolutely disgusted by that. Good game, Abo. Clearly, my plan was just not good enough. I mean, I was quitting away while he was knocking down a second champion. That was also very impressive. But you know, he'd already kind of made his point. So good game, Abo. He's rated 4,000 for a reason. And I'm rated 3,300 for a reason. And that reason is I probably shouldn't even be in gold 2 yet. It's a lot harder than gold 1. And I have the track record to prove it. I feel like I was having a much easier time when I was in gold 1. Gold 2 seems to be where all the best players are. I think if you get to the top of gold 2, correct me if I'm wrong, you get Quintus. And that's like the final goal, right? And I'd love to see just how good Quintus is. I already gather, I think I said this yesterday, or maybe the other day anyway. Um, Quintus looks to me like he would have potential, but who knows? I've seen him tested out already by content creators with better access to stuff than me, and he just isn't. He isn't what we're looking for. So I'll open with Duchess because I'm getting the feeling like if I fight an opponent that has Duchess, I'm gonna lose. So let's just try taking Duchess so he can't. Maybe that'll be my new move. Duchess might, in fact, be the first champion I build a dupe of, because I do have dupe Duchesses, as much as I complain that they're champions I'm missing, that I absolutely need. Like Mortu Macabre, who I'd absolutely take right now if he were available, but he's not. So let's take Mithrala and Pythion. I like this idea. Just a really solid defensive base. And I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go for Fenax and maybe Goffred. I haven't taken Goffred yet today, have I? I really like Goffred. If I get stuck with Goffred, though, of course, he will be my only source of damage, and that could be awkward. Particularly when I see this guy, I definitely want to take Goffred. And maybe Fenax. Or maybe Sun Wukong. I'm not sure. I'll go with my initial gut reaction. I want to eliminate Warlord because I don't want him shutting my stuff down. But if I get rid of Goffred, he's gonna have a tough time killing my party. I think a very tough time. So it's tempting. So let's see. Let's see what we can get up to. So I'll lead with... Yeah, I'll lead with Pythion. Get a little bit extra resistance. I suspect the only one who's really going to be resisting that Warlord is Mithrala. Oh. Goffred gets to keep his abilities too. That's very cool. I wonder if he's going to hit hard enough. He'll have increased defense up. So we'll see. Oh, he did lose his abilities. I thought I saw that he didn't. Oh well. So let's just use the A1. So that would have killed Fenax were it not for Goffred. However, it is... Boom! Goodbye, Warlord. No more Warlord. Ever. So let's get this going. I'm still worried about what Hefrak's gonna do. It's probably gonna hurt. Oh. Oh ho. Goodbye, Hefrak. I mean, that's it. Good luck defeating me now, German. Good game. That is the power of Phoenix. Now, obviously, Mortu Macabre would be more ass-kicky than that, or the Blood Twin guy. You know, not Drexthar, the other one. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. Nithwi. There you go. Nithwi Blood Twin. Would love those champions. And of course Rhodos. So I'm gonna pull tomorrow. We'll see if I finally get lucky and get a Rhodos. Why do I always like just go blank when I see a Duchess? I'm like, what's my response again? I'll start with her. You know what? Maybe I even want to respond with Arbiter just to make sure we can at least get the drop on them. Except when I see Duchess, I think, you know, they're probably a go second team already. So Sun Wukong. I figure if I don't pick him... Oh, it's Turner again. Wasn't paying attention. So he probably picked Duchess. He probably noticed that it was me and picked Duchess again because he's like, okay, round 2, I'm going to kick your butt, Mr. Oversoul. All right. I'm going to go for UDK Helikath. I want to see if I can make this work. Okay, he's bringing the other one. So he clearly has both. He could just bring both to kind of tell me he plans on shutting me out. I'm going to bring him again. Why not? That looks right. And I'm going to get rid of her. So he gets rid of Helikath. Good idea. Helikath would have made that quite nightmarish to deal with. I'm going to... Do I want to take the defense? I don't... You know what? Just in case I need the extra accuracy, I'll go with that. I think maybe I should have gone with the defense, but Sun Wukong might need a bit of extra accuracy. The defense really doesn't help him that much, but it does help Goffred and UDK. So I'm expecting Georgia to come in, try to kill somebody. I guess, regardless, it's going to be him. But he gets the block damage. I can then cleanse. And... Do I want to attack immediately? I don't know. Let's just put up some defense. I wonder how much speed I need to put on my Sun Wukong to guarantee that he goes next when he jumps in. I'm going to start with this. Try to get some debuffs up. And how's this do? Oh, yeah. So we really want to get that Ukko quickly. Ukko. When he first came out, I was calling him Ukko, but I think it is supposed to be Ukko. Which is confusing, because then there's an Ugo. So let's do it this way. Snap him off. And let's just go on the offensive. Good game once again, Drner. I'm sorry if I'm mangling your name. I am truly sorry about that. When I see those names, I try. And I am stalling on purpose because I think that might actually give us a shot of not fighting him again for the third time. We're not in a big hurry. We've only got 2 fights left. And of course, if you're in a big hurry and you have to go, I understand. Global World. That has to be the most redundant name I have ever heard. I mean, I guess unless you're a flat earther, and then you'd be like, that's a really controversial name. I find your name offensive, Global World. The world is not a globe. You gotta love it when flat earthers say that there's flat earthers all around the world. Never ceases to amuse me. Any flat earthers out there? While I don't agree with the whole flat earth thing, I do admire how rigorous some flat earthers are in trying to prove that the earth is flat. It's really quite inspiring, and I'm pretty convinced that half of the flat earthers out there know that the earth isn't flat, but just love the idea too much. So let's take Duchess and Pythion again. I always like to have that solid base. I feel like I can still do just about any party from here. I don't love dealing with Marichka, so I kind of want to bring him. Maybe I'll also bring Mithrala or another nuker. Can I bring another nuker? Is it a good idea to bring another nuker? I feel like if I bring another nuker, I'm at least guaranteeing that I'll have 2 nukers. Might make my team too easy to defeat. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's take Mithrala. And I'm going to ban Marichka just because I don't... Ooh, Quintus. Neat. Nate. Let's see what this Quintus can do. So I'll ban Marichka, expecting them to ban Penax, but didn't ban Penax. Okay. I can still work with this. Let's take the resistance. I really want to rebuild one of my revivers, particularly somebody like Pythion or maybe a second Duchess, just with a ton of resist. Maybe that's what I'll do. I think this is going to be the session where I vow that's it. I want a Duchess that specializes in resist so that she could... Did that hit even my Mithrala? It did, didn't it? How accurate is this guy? Wow, that's decent. That's a decent amount of... Oh, no, it didn't. So there's something going on. Either I'm just slow in the head or I'm seeing stuff that's not really there. I'm not really sure which one to go with. Let's go with this one. Oof. Poor Fennex doesn't even get a turn. That's kind of a bummer. But yeah, as I was saying before I interrupted myself by being impressed by this team, I really would like to make a Duchess who specializes in countering Warlord teams and just generally goes slow. She'd have as much resistance as I can possibly get on the entire account. And I'm thinking put her in Swift Parry so that if she's hit too hard, she has a 50% chance of proccing that, and then maybe if I can get lucky with the stone skin jewelry, I could put that on too. So she's in stone skin for 2 turns with high resistance, then swift parry. Then you still have to worry about the likes of Astralisk, Astrolith, I think that's her name, where she can just place bombs and not care about resistance. So maybe the idea is actually a immunity set plus stone skin with high resist. But I could do that with Mithrala if I can get enough pieces on her. I just absolutely do not have enough of these pieces. My clan is just not in a position where we can win the Hydra tournaments all that often. We're winning maybe at best every other time, but even then, I think we're not. A number of us have talked about stepping it up, though. We haven't even unlocked Nightmare, for instance. We'd like to get better. But of course, the better we get, the better the opponents get. So it almost seems like a Sisyphean task. You're just pushing that boulder up a hill. So let's take these two. This is our final fight against, and it's against Barantis. I'm going to take 2 meta revivers. He's going to take Warlord because of course he is. So maybe I'll take... Maybe I'll take Helicath UDK. And then I suppose for my last one, I could take Gofford Brassclad. Maybe. I do need a second source of damage. Really, the only source of damage is Helicath, and I pretty much expect him to get banned. I hope for him not to, but I expect him to. So maybe the right tactic is actually this guy. So I at least have a hope of blocking revive on some of them. This is still rough. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to go for this guy as my final pick this time around. And who am I banning? Am I banning Rotos? I don't like the way Rotos could just continually build momentum against you. Because if I get rid of his only reviver, then I don't have to worry about getting rid of his only reviver. So I'll do it that way. He gets rid of UDK. Cool idea. Cool, cool. So maybe I want the speed, maybe I still want the defense. This is a tough call. With the defense, I do maybe a little more damage, but it's probably not going to be enough. Let's take the extra speed. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and get to go first, but I think the fastest person on my side is 271, and that's the Duchess. which is not nearly fast enough to be going first. It's probably gonna, yeah, not gonna outspeed the Warlord. Um, hmm. First chance I get, I definitely want to kill that Warlord. I want to make sure at least one of my revivers can stay standing. But that was luck of the draw. I mean, that's just dumb luck that that worked. So he can't keep shutting us down. We try to get rid of him as quickly as possible. My Duchess, if she isn't outright killed. Why didn't you aim for Duchess? That would have been a better move. I guess he wanted to stop me from immediately killing everybody with him. That makes sense. I keep trying to put pressure on this Rotos, but I'm just not fast enough. I guess the Vitality Plunder. And I want to hit with this. 1, 2. Not enough. I needed 2 not weak hits. I got a weak hit. Gotta hate those weak hits. Boom. Weak hit. Okay, I like weak hits when they weak hit. I don't like weak hits when I weak hit. Oof. Oh, not enough. It's just not enough. And now he's starting to steal back his health. I mean, this is over. Good game, Barantis. I feel like it was a close one, but really, just not a chance. And wow, I don't have a lot of accuracy on him, so that was a fun little act of defiance at the end with the little sheep there. Anyway, thanks for joining me. You know what? Let's look at the battle log quickly. So let's see. We got 4 victories. I'll take it. You know, I'll take whatever I can get. On the leaderboards, we're at 1984. That's an ominous year. Anyway, thanks for joining. See you on the next video. Take care.